would have preferred a Jarvan in that scenario. What I would like to touch on, what do SK use to round out their team comp? They're lacking some magic damage with mostly, it's kind of mixed Hecarim to be fair, but a lot of physical as well as Lucian and rek'sai.
They've done Orianna before, or...
There we
Diana.
go.
Yeah,
we talked about Diana. Deficio, I know you've prepared stuff for Diana in the mid lane. Fox is pulling it out.
And even Freddy at this point might be looking at them and saying, you need to chill. And, you know, Monty's pointing at my screen right now because, well, Fox forgot to buy a trinket.
Speaking of nerves, yeah, I mean, it's a big stage for him to be on, and forgetting that trinket is just one of those things that happens. So I'm sure he'll notice. There we go. There's a, well, no, maybe he hasn't noticed.
No, I think he's probably noticed right now. And if we do talk about some of these compositions, I think the Xerath is a great pickup in this situation, at least for the laning phase.
Real action when it comes to kills. If you look down some of the farms, Stake managing to keep a lead over Freddy, as you'd probably expect with you know, the fact that he does have a bit of range, at least up until his tower went down there. And this is an interesting move now from the Flash Wolves, knowing that that top tower's gone down. AD carry and support are still in that top lane. Let's go for a dragon.
Yeah, they're pushing this up really aggressively right now. I'm surprised that we didn't see it, the recall coming in sooner, because right now, SK has this opportunity to control. If they do have the wave pushing back, they can simply send Hecarim up to the top side and get Freddy more ahead right here and make sure that this Hecarim is consistently able to split push, because that's the big key with Hecarim.
Away, and the few that have tried it have failed pretty miserably, so yeah, we'll see what Stake's got planned for this Gnar here. And yeah, an early Sunfire Cape could potentially do some damage in team fights if he's able to sort of sit on top of NL and sort of protect him from the people coming in, potentially push them away with the ult. I suppose you could arguably say that Gnar's a bit more peel, but it seems pretty awkward either way, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it may be just for the split pushing. We will see what it gets built into, though. I am curious. There are, of course, more than one option to deal with this Freddy. So he starts split pushing in the mid lane.
Okay.
So Yowie actually playing this pretty defensively. Stake happy just to sit there and pick up the CS, and this is going to give SK some opportunities to get into the enemy jungle, apply the pressure elsewhere.
Yeah, that blue buff here going down quickly. Actually, TP coming in here from Stake. What can they do with this one? There's a jump in from Carter. Fox down to half HP. Stake actually flashed upon there by Svenskeren for the knockup. Stake will get a good ulti off, and here comes the 18-0 from the side. This is looking decent for Yowie. There goes Xerath out. First blood will actually land on Carter, and the rest of the team still pushing in. There was an ignite down that killed off Stake there in the end, but look how low SK go in this fight. Carter's still full HP, but a little bit reluctant to push through. In the end, it's a 2-for-1 in favor of SK.
Wow, just so close at the end of that fight in terms of cleaning people up. That could have gone very badly in the end. Actually, Stakes engage right there coming in with the rage. Did make some sense right there, and he does actually get that Mega Gnar off at the right time. Forgiven gets onto NL on the side, and that's a nice knockback, triple stun. Forgiven with the heal and the block on the ultimate. Unfortunately for Yowie, they just don't have Xerath there. If Xerath is here, that is a very, very different fight. And one that Yowie certainly would have won after Stake set up the big...
Looking to get in onto that bottom lane, but there's still a tower there, so that'll prove to be a little more difficult.
Oh, can Karsa defend this? Not quite, but Freddy might be in a little bit of trouble. There's a nice slow coming in from Maple. The damage loaded on. There's the stun with the E, and that's an easy kill for the platforms. Freddy, was the pink ward worth it, man? Meanwhile, a dive going on in the bot lane. NL in trouble. Svenskeren comes in for an easy kill there with the knock-up. So SK answering 1-for-1 there.
Yeah, it was a good answer, but the thing is, SK could have made that play regardless because they knew exactly where Rengar was. Yeah. So Freddy really didn't have to die right there. I guess he thought he could maybe make it out with his ultimate into the Baron pit or something like that. But when you have no support on that side of the map and you're dealing with a champion that can become invisible like Rengar, it's so risky to go ahead and clear out those wards when you know he's coming.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, Fox doesn't know he's coming in. Bowler will miss, but the ultimate should be good. This might be enough damage. The second bowler did land there, and Carter is able to pick himself up his third kill. But SK Gaming, their reply to that is to push out.
Flash Wolves have a bit more vision. SK trying to push back and grab a bit more territory themselves. And it looks like they'll be able to. They're going to start that dragon right away. Wow, all of Yowie Flash Wolves are right there. This seems a little bit dangerous. The damage from Maple's going to be scary, but it looks like SK, are they going to get this dragon? They will, but now they might have to fight Stake. He's not in Meganar anytime soon. And whoa, what an ult coming in from Freddy. Can SK capitalize? There's a good ult in response from Sword Art. SK is going to have to back away. Sword Art really saving the day there on that one.
The damage for the current meta, it does have its flaws. It is exploitable. And here we go.
Karza coming in on the N-rated. That combined with the Xerath ult is almost enough. They force the ultimate out of N-rated. Meanwhile, the culling pushes back Sword Art and the rest of the Flash Wolves. So for now,
need to be able to use the home guards to maximize the damage. And without wards, you can't TP as we see Karza go in.
Yeah, that's right. Forgiven manages to get away. One more hit. It misses, and Forgiven should be okay. A little bit of pressure coming in, but it's all about the dragon right now as the Flash Wolves move into River. Maple trying to zone as they take a little bit more vision control. This would be the second dragon for whatever team ends up getting it. Right now, Flash Wolves in position.
Yeah, this could be dangerous, so Svenska can just tunnel on through, flash out, all the way around, depending on how he wants to do it, to have a go at that dragon. You can see that 4 versus 5 basically. Now the TP is going to be coming in from this one. Dragon already down to half HP. Can the Flash Wolves actually take this one away? No, it goes over to SK Gaming, and the fight is on. Sword Art will throw down the Monsoon, and SK, knowing that this is a 4 versus 5, surely going to escape it there as Fox will get one kill. Forgiven will join in with that one, and they get the dragon and they get a kill. 4 versus 5.
Man, Svenskjern just like walked up and just took it. It was pretty easy looking for him, and Freddy, despite the lack of home guards, was able to get in, get a good engage, and there just rotating right to the mid lane, taking the turret. I feel like SK is playing
this out though with that tremor sense. He's not going to know Sword Art is there.
Oh, knock up and no follow-up. They're a little bit worried. M-rated is right there as well. Stake had that Meganar. Neither team really wanting to engage too much. Freddy getting sunnier. There we go. Karza back on his Svensker, and the ult comes in from Caitlyn as well. They're going to lock him up, and now can Maple finish him off? It looks like he can. And meanwhile, Freddy coming in from behind. Karza in a little bit of trouble there. Stake trying to get away. The heal from Sword Art will save him, though. Yoey slowly turning this one around.
Yeah, that Monsoon keeps up a little bit, get some further vision out there, and start off his dragon. That's a nice little ward around the corner, though. The pink won't be in quite a range to see that. So the Flash Wolves can see dragon going on. Stake's not there. TP's available, though.
He's coming in.
That's right, he's going to give it a try. There's a teleport. The dragon does still go to SK. Oh, NL takes a lot of damage right away. It's Sword Art again, trying to use that ult to disengage. Meanwhile, Karza comes back in again and going to get blown up. And there's a kill actually for Freddy. But Forgiven, able to do work. So yet again, we see a dragon and a couple kills for SK. Yoey Flash Wolves, all these dragon fights have felt at a 6,000 gold deficit here. Culling activated, and here comes Svenskjern in action right off the bat. The ult used by Karza. Will he find a chance to jump in? He will onto N-rated. There's the Lulu ult on herself, though. Karza in big trouble, and even Sword Art can't save him. Meanwhile, Maple trying to finish off N-rated. Didn't work out too much. The fight goes into the jungle now, and Fox in a lot of trouble. Whoa, he got out! Stake wasn't quite able to connect with that, and now Freddy chasing it. Meanwhile, another kill for Forgiven off screen, and SK is going to be satisfied with that.
Well, he mistimed actually the Gnar damage right there coming out of Zhonya's after flashing for it, so couldn't make the play in the end. Fox manages to stay alive, and this is going to be a great opportunity for SK just to move on to that Baron. There's a teleport coming in from Freddy right on the rek'sai tunnel.
Yeah, that's true.
Thought they might be a little bit low there, but Freddy coming in full HP. Stake's going to have to be a bit of a hero at the backside here. He's going to have NL and Sword Art coming in with him, and well, Stake's not the hero, and it won't be Sword Art either. It's going to be Forgiven that gets the double, and that is the Baron going down for SK Gaming.
Man, Stake's item build is pretty rare, but his deaths have been well done. SK.
Oh, God.
Sure.
Well played, sir. Well played.
Such a replay of that last fight.
Yeah, replay coming in, and Maple walking backwards. Of course, N-rated, you can't really assassinate anyone while N-rated is around with that wild growth. And beyond the ultimate, we just haven't seen a lot of Maple Xerath in these team fights. There's the dodge with the Zhonyas, and doesn't get the remaining damage. Fox able to flash out of that in the end. Maple trying to lay down some cues from the backside, but Forgiven's positioning again.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun to watch on the ULCS. And looks like we're not going to get anything different here at the Intel Extreme Masters. SK trying to push this mid lane tier 2. Is there anything Yowie can do to stop this?
No.
Nope, guess not.
No, a little bit of poke from Maple, but that's about it, I think. And, you know, that last fight is so chaotic, which I think this SK team and just how it's composed actually does really well. And you saw that Maple was on somehow the south side of the SK team. The rest of his teammates were up north. And if he can single out a Xerath like that, it makes it so much easier to kill. No way that he's going to escape. And look at Freddy. He might even try and loop around on this one. SK already moving in towards that inner turret in the bottom lane, but looks like Freddy's actually been headed off there by Stake, but that's going to be a big culling coming through, and Maple almost got no health left.
Ooh.
There is Freddy having a bit of a look, but it might just be scare tactics, and that should be another inner tower.
Oh yeah, it's going to be an easy turret. You can't risk defending that with a Hecarim ready to come over the wall with the onslaught of shadows, and it's just good positioning from SK, and they just continue to do what they've done all season long in Europe, just pushing those turrets. And here we go, Karza coming in, trying to make a plan to Svenskeren. The Wild Growth is going to keep him alive. Sword Art pops that out. Freddy gets into the back line. So, whoa, Stake with a big ultimate, but no real damage. Follow-up, double kill already for Forgiven.
Yeah, and Forgiven there, maybe getting a little bit too deep. Actually had to flash in the end, but no real worries for them. They managed again to take 2-0. That's about as far as SK have really got in these fights here, but it just means that they can now back off. The Dragon is live, and this will be an easy pickup. The fourth Dragon, actually, of the game.
Yeah, Flash Wolves getting pretty stomped at this point, it looks like.
Yeah, it just went all downhill. SK certainly in their comfort zone right here, and coming in with some
Yowie Flash Wolves base that's still available. Are they going to be able to hold on to it? They need to be careful of basically Freddy. That Hecarim coming in from the backside is a scary thought, but look at SK. They've moved straight over to this mid lane, and I think they're quicker than the Flash Wolves here.
Yeah, I don't think they've got a lot to worry about as far as pushing this mid lane goes. Yowie able to jump down the lane against Svenskeren there. Stop Karza from coming in with that ult, and there's that culling pop by Forgiven immediately. And right now, all the lanes in jeopardy. Here we go, traps activated. And Fox manages to just dive in and kill NL. That was so fast. We barely even saw it. Wild Growth helping out as well. Lulu Dream Comp, I'm telling you.
Yeah, and I mean, with Lucian there with them, I actually think now 5 versus 4, no Caitlyn, they might even think about pushing this one in. They could go for that inhibitor on the top side as well. A couple of them having to tank up the laser, which is probably not ideal for them. The Yowie Flash Wolves trying to do as much damage as they possibly could there, try and keep SK away whilst they're still waiting for NL to actually spawn back into the game. But I think SK are just waiting for minions to push.
Yeah, they've got so much armor at this point that just walking through the base, taking a couple shots, as long as they can maintain minion wave pressure, is absolutely fine. Forgiven, so confident in walking forward right there, not afraid of getting hit by Ebola, considering he does have a QSS.
There goes another turret soon. Oh, onslaught of shadows used by Freddy. They try to get the back lines, but it's just not working for Yowie Flash Wolves. A lot of damage done to Stake. He's finally going to become Meganar, but SK says, okay, we can just take the inhibitor on our way out. Fox actually dives in for a little bit more damage, and there's another knock-up. Another kill for Lucian, and SK continues to push their way into the Yowie Flash Wolves base. This one is all but over. Wow, Forgiven just killing people in the fountain now.
Not having much of a problem there, I think, Forgiven. Having to use the Scimitar to get out of a bit of danger, but not really a problem. They're going to leave just one man left alive. The Nexus turret's already down here, and SK Gaming are going to finish up the victory and move through to play the GE Tigers for a spot in the playoffs.
A very convincing game by SK there. They got what they wanted right off the bat, got the split push going. Turrets started falling, and they never...